evening, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. My name is Dave Juskow. So nice to be with you today on our usual Tuesdays together at 6 p.m. at the unbelievable Comedy Cellar in the heart of the West Village on McDougal Street. The Comedy Cellar is the greatest comedy club in the country, and that can be proven by me just telling you what we have on tap tonight. Now, first of all, our own Mike Suarez is performing. If you were in the West Village tonight, you could see Mike perform tonight opening. Am I muted? No, I saw the red. Hello, Barry. If you were in New York City tonight, you can see Mike perform opening for Bobby Kelly tonight at around 7:10, 7:15. Otherwise, the 7:30 show has Super Jew, Alex Edelman, and Sam Morril performing together. Alex Edelman coming off his Broadway show. And those two guys will actually be on the 7:35 show only 5 minutes later at the bar. That's what's happening here at the Comedy Cellar. You got the McDougal show, then you got the bar, then you got the lounge, you got the Village Underground. They're all going at the same time. You can see spectacular shows all night long at 8:30 in the lounge. Our best friends, Nick Griffin, Rachel Feinstein. And in our Las Vegas room, of course, our very good friend, Mark Coco Cohen. Hello, Barry. Hello, a week late. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Anonymous. Nice to see everybody. I will also just tell you before we introduce our guest, my friend, my show, the Dave Juskow birthday show, get your tickets now, is next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. So there will be none of this. I mean, maybe Mike will be here. I don't know what his plan is. But technically, I will not be here because I will be doing a show right here in this building at the Village Underground at 6 o'clock. The lineup is me. It will be me, McCluskey. What's the other one? Damn it.
McCluskey.
Yeah, but who's the...
Well,
Salazzo. That's right.
Yeah, the Turk. Yeah.
Fuck.
Enzo.
Forget that. Right. That's me. For you, for your father. Anyway, it will be me. It will be Rachel Feinstein. It will be Nick Griffin, Caitlin Palufo, and Mark Norman. And we'll all be performing. I talked to Sarah Silverman today. Still waiting. She's in town. She wants to do it, but she is also taping something. And unfortunately, it's a night shoot. But when does that night shoot start is the question. So we'll see. Otherwise, we'll just put on Natterman. Anyway, folks, my first guest, my guest today, as you can see on the screen, is my good friend from for many years. We've known each other a very long time. He is from the Boston Globe. He's been working there for years, the sports editor for the Boston Globe. And he works on both the actual old-fashioned newspaper and the web content. And he also invented and created this thing called Headliners in Education, which is a nonprofit organization that brings journalism to schools around the world. And in doing so, and really wanting to teach journalism to everybody, he became a teacher also. And now he's also going to teach at a university, as your pal Dave Juskow does, because that is what we do. When we went to that school in we went to Cornell University,
Utica,
right across the street from that is the small university we went to. Anyway, no, I don't look like I walked 2 miles in the miserable heat, Marcy. That's right, because before I come here, I stop at a bar and I cool off for a little bit. Everybody knows my routine, or maybe you don't. But anyway, John Viddy, so nice to have you here today. Thank you for taking the train in from Boston today, just so we can do this. And of course, go to Molly's afterwards. It's the most important thing. And then we have other things we have to do. But yes, you've been telling me about this Headliners in Education thing. I told you it was a stupid idea. I told you it was stupid when I first heard about it. I thought it was stupid till yesterday. And then I was reading about it and I was like, this ain't that stupid.
Well, thank you.
Exactly what I told the Blue Man Group in 1987. And you know what happened to them? They worked it out. Now you keep going. Where's that place you go? South by Southwest? Yeah. And that's a convention for what?
There's 3 or 4 different
Well, you get funding, right?
Yeah, but the one I go to, and we're trying to go again, is for the EDU. So it's basically an education convention. It's down in Austin. So
that sounds horrible.
It's a little nerdy, but it's fun.
Nerdy?
Yeah.
That's not the word for it. Horrible is the word for it. An education convention. Folks, let me tell you something. This guy hasn't had fun in over 20 years. No, he's the best.
But I do have to correct you, though. I'm not the sports editor of the paper.
I knew you were going to correct me, and I tried as much as I could to just, who cares?
Well, it's you know, it's.
Do you work at the Boston
Yes,
Globe or do you not?
I do.
All right, the end. Were you there when the movie Spotlight was happening?
Yes.
Were you there when the actual Spotlight situation was happening?
Yes.
Were you there when the movie came out?
Yes.
Did you know some of the people involved with the movie that were who played like Michael Keaton and stuff like that?
All of them.
So shut up. How about that?
Oh, thanks.
This kid knew priests were raping little boys and he did nothing about it. Get him.
I knew I was going to get sandbagged for something. I knew it. Come all the way down
on the Comedy Cellar nightly show.
And here comes the people in the.
Well, we have a lot to get to today because Mike's got to perform tonight. That doesn't mean the show's going to be short or anything. We're just doing the regular time, and we have so much to get to. But first of all, do you want to talk more about? Hi, Catalina. How are you? Catalina is from Chile.
Oh,
Chile.
Well, hello, Catalina.
Yeah. What?
You want me?
Oh, wait.
Marcy
was a teacher too. There's a whole lot of cardigan sweaters at a teacher's conference.
So I got my college job just because you got yours and you had such fun with it. I said, well, I got it. Dave, Dave's having a blast.
You know how much I like it.
Yeah. So I just got a job as an adjunct at LaSalle, which is in Newton, not the Pennsylvania LaSalle. It's the Newton LaSalle.
It's like everything you're doing today is selling yourself short from what I'm trying to present here. I just don't understand it.
But,
you're like, no, it's not the LaSalle you all know. It's the little one. I'm like, I don't really work at the Boston Globe.
But I will be ready for this. The journalist in residence.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's way
I don't know what that means. I get to.
Well, what it means is you're the guy to go to if you're if you want to be a journalism major. And I know a lot of them at my school, they want to be journalism majors. Maybe you can even talk to them because I don't know. They have a pretty good program at my school. And I know a lot of people are doing it. It's just kind of funny because we're older when we think how newspapers are kind of disappearing. I think you and I, well, not you at this point, but most people think journalism is just dead, which it's clearly not. I mean, well, maybe because you think about CNN and nobody watches TV anymore and all this kind of stuff. So you kind of think journalism is dead, but clearly you're teaching kids that it's not going to be dead and that still want to pick up news stories and this kind of stuff. It'll be different by the time you're finished teaching. Things may be something we've never thought of before, how you get your news.
Well, when I started doing this with the kids, we started with my daughters were in grammar school and it was 2007. And it was initially just supposed to be a writing program just for them to write more. Free time, anyone can bang out a page of math, but writing is hard. And, how long should a sentence be? Should I put this in? Should I leave this out? Blah, 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 blah. So we just had it as a writing program. And we figured, well, if we do a newspaper, we could do it online. They could write about things, say, no, here's a new teacher, here's a field trip, whatever. But once we started doing it, it became very obvious to me that journalism in schools is a great way to touch and do a lot of different things that no other class can do. There's writing, there's layout, there's web work, there's social media, there's video, there's audio, there's you can write about things. You can write about politics and sports and the school play and the football team. And
so you're saying, you saying it's more, it's better?
You can do anything through journalism, and you can follow things that you really like. You get to do things that nobody else can do. So we're both in high school and we're both in AP history and we're both politics kids.
Go on.
And we're both applying for colleges. We both have great grades and great scores. But I'm in the newspaper and I'm writing about Biden and Trump and Harris and all these other people. And I'm writing about abortion and guns and cigarettes. And I'm doing all these things as a journalist. When it comes time to apply for college, who has a better resume?
Wow. Well, that's
so
interesting.
I don't really care if anybody of my kids go into journalism. If they do, great.
You're not talking about your kids, you're talking about the kids you teach.
Any of them. But to me, the beautiful thing is if you have journalism in a school program, any kid, K through college, I've had pre-K kids do journalism.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but go on.
Because all it is who, what, where, when, and you can't make anything up.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no other.
That's journalism?
That's it.
Oh, I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah. So you and me and somebody from ESPN and somebody from the New York Times and somebody from a grade school can go cover the Super Bowl, and we're doing exactly the same work.
But so you're the guy from Full Metal Jacket. You're like, what do you think? You're Mickey Spillane or something? Are you fucking kidding me? Private Joker, 437, journalism. What the hell? That guy gets so angry. You're a killer. Yes, sir.
But what I'm looking for,
I wrote for my school paper, sir. And then you got to feel like a dick when you say that, like after your military. I wrote for my school paper, sir. Yay.
what I'm looking forward to the most at LaSalle as journalist in residence, I think I get to sleep over, so I can just come downstairs in my robe and
I
slippers.
mean, they're going to give you a dorm room?
I think so.
Son of
It's the journalism in residence, right? So
no, I don't think that's what it means.
I can go. I can get my pancakes. I can just go and scratch my belly and
I
stuff.
don't know.
That's what I'm looking. That's the way I envision it. That's the
I get
contract I'm
upset
signing.
because I think mine's more of a commuter school, even though my nephew lives there and a bunch of people live there. And
I'm sorry. What is the actual school you're at?
Montclair State University. So I just get upset because I just want to party. And only one kid invited me to his graduation party, and my nephew went and he said it was lame. I was going to go, but then I heard it sounded pretty lame. It's like, none of the hot girls invited me. I can't even believe it. But they will, but I don't think they had any parties. I think if they had parties, they would have invited me. I'm like Donald Sutherland of our generation.
This is my job.
Now, that's right. Let's, Mike, if you don't mind, could you show the video I put together? Now we'll put on the headphones. Folks, we got a treat. This is some footage of me, and am I muted again? Okay.
Why do you keep asking if you're muted?
Because I see it red, and it said to unmute.
No. That's not.
It has nothing to do with me.
So there's
All
no
right.
feedback.
So can I talk over the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is some video I put together of me and John Viddy's history. I put it together. It's very quick.
Oh boy.
There's John Viddy.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Yeah.
There he is in college. Oh, here we are. This is the Diary of Anne Frank.
G. Gordon Liddy in the Diary of Anne Frank.
That's me.
Hope you enjoy.
That's me on the right.
Fantastic shirt, Dave.
Yeah, he's playing G. Gordon Liddy in the Diary of Anne Frank. Yeah. And this I put in McDentist because my sister fucked this guy. I still can't believe it. Yeah, that's right. The clown. Is Aunt Judy here? This is Spit Take Theater. We had some black guys too. What less do you think?
It was Lewis's child. Ask your wife. Knows about that.
I'm sorry about the sound quality, but it's from 40 years ago.
Did she give it to you? My lord. She did.
What I'm saying is,
And this is
of course, Mr. Breslin,
his Busby character.
Alternative power sources like wood, coal, solar.
That's Chris Regan. He's a writer for Family Guy. That's me.
Alternative power sources. What I'm talking about is the nuclear power is going to change the society.
Alternative power sources. Do you have a question? Ow.
I do have a question. Look, I just like to say I was in California. I lived there for 7 years. I was there. My entire family lived there. We had nuclear power.
That's our friend Mike Sauter. He always does the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with us.
It didn't matter. Right around the nuclear it was just egg rolls.
And that is the guy my sister fucked. Here's my favorite. My favorite line ever.
This has been a lot of fun, and I love talking Chinese food and radiation and Yogi Bear. I had a lot of fun. I'd like to thank my guests, Jimmy Breslin and Snuffy O'Brien. You're welcome. Hope they can come back real soon. Tomorrow's show, we have Adolf Caesar and Cesar Romero talking about Caesar salad. So come on back tomorrow for more Busby. Thank you very much. Good night.
This part makes me laugh on a daily basis.
We almost lost Weber then. Yeah. Here it comes. The death drop.
And there's us as the Ghostbusters, which of course is funny because I'm actually playing Molly Heckerling's father there.
Wow.
In which we have her on the show all the time.
Have you shown her? Yeah.
I think I did when she first came on. But that's a little TV show that John and I used to do back in
Last
the
century.
80s. Yeah, that's right. Last century.
It was right after Grant, I believe Grant and Lee settled, and anyway, they figured out their differences.
It was a long time ago. Those headphones drive me crazy, but I hope you guys liked it. Mike, what'd you think? Is it good stuff? It's good quality stuff.
He already went to start his set, I believe.
Oh, we're right on time. Yeah, it's so. The worst part is with that footage is that it's all on this format that doesn't exist anymore, that nobody even believes. It's called 3/4 inch tape. When we first got to school, remember the one we first did? It was on 1 inch tape. 1 inch tape, which is like a reel to reel, but bigger than a reel to reel. And then it moved to 3/4, which is in like at least a case, because the 1 inch is a reel. Yeah. The case,
it was close to a VHS.
Was 3/4, right? Close to a VHS, and a VHS is half an inch tape. And so I used to edit all that and my public access show I had here in the city all on 3/4 inch tape. I've gotten only 4 of them, I think, digitized in the past 20 years, and they're probably going bad because that's the problem with the quality.
They fall apart.
So you keep playing it, and they just get worse and worse over time.
Is it true that the Criterion Collection is going to come and master them all up? And
I think they've passed on our show. So, but we loved doing that show, and it's funny. We would sacrifice our Saturdays as college kids who like to party. You and I did, at least. I don't know about Weber, but we enjoyed partying. And we would sacrifice. We'd go out Friday night and get fucked up, but we'd wake up early on Saturday and film until about 5 o'clock, and then party again. Yeah. Yeah. And then Sunday, and then we hated each other on Sunday.
Yep.
And then on Monday, we couldn't wait back to go writing some more sketches.
Yeah. And do it all over again.
Yeah, it was fun. I suppose that's the way the real world works. I mean, I haven't written fully on a TV show before, but like a full time, I've done it half, and people always get into fights. I mean, we had Dino Stamatopoulos here once, and he was working with Smigel, Bob Smigel, who created TV Funhouse. So I was on the show for Comedy Central, and it was a puppet show, so we're all just doing whatever. And Dino got into a huge fight with Smigel, and they created the show together.
Wow!
So it was the two of them. And they got in a huge screaming
Was it
fight.
over one specific thing or just festered over?
I don't remember. I want to say one specific thing.
This is part of the quiz program of the show. You said there's
and Dino just walked out. Wow. Then he came back the next day, but he had it. And Smigel's really hard to work for. So, I would always take Dino's side. On the flip side of that, Smigel is a genius. He's just, unfortunately, a perfectionist, or fortunately, and that's why his shows are always terrific. But he's just a little difficult to work for. He demands certain things, and if you're not up to the task, then, and when I say up to the task, and I've told this story before, I don't know how to puppeteer, so I just have a thing, and I'm just going like this, and he's like, "You're not moving it to the right mouth," and I'm like, "Well, I don't even know what I'm doing," and you have to hold your hand up like high, and you're under a thing, and you just have a monitor. And you have a headset up here, and I just keep going like this. And then he's making me really nervous, and I'm panicking, so I start to sweat. And the latex is taking the thing of my fist. You can all see it; it's online. I was terrified. He was.
I can't believe the puppet was blowing the lines though.
Yeah, I know the puppet kept blowing the line.
Line.
Well, then they gave me a monkey puppet that had like stuff that you see Jim Henson doing. I was working the arms and the head. And how those Muppets guys, those guys, you don't even realize how professional somebody is until you try and do something like that, and just realize, or like, I guess if you're one of the celebrities, when you're in the Muppet like loop there and you see how hard they're working, I don't know, maybe you can tell, but it's a tough business that you can't figure out why anybody would want to go on, but. Oh, Anonymous says, "I wish I knew you were on public access. I grew up in the city in the 80s and I used to watch." Oh, I was on at 3 a.m. You probably did see me, Anonymous. You probably just don't remember.
My favorite.
Me and Attell were on all the time. See,
my favorite sister Ann, her neighbor, husband and wife, and he used to be a ventriloquist.
Oh no!
So I always just assume that Hervé, who I believe is the ventriloquist dummy, like they always set a table for a third seat, or they'll go out to dinner and he'll go to the bathroom and Hervé will just still be talking. Well, I'm glad that jackass is gone.
Remember how hard we laughed? We were watching, I guess it was Soap one day, and it was that guy Chuck and Bob, and they and maybe it wasn't them, but the dummy spit water and turned its head, I think, and we were laughing so hard. And I don't know why we were together watching Soap, because we're not that old, that we were in college when it was on, but something, it was on either syndication or something. And I remember we were laughing. We love me, and that's how I bonded with Dave Attell. You know, we love ventriloquism, but we also get that it's stupid, you know, but anybody that wants to do it is an ass. But you know, there's something hilarious about it. Of course, we bonded on that movie Magic
with Anthony
Hopkins. You know, and that Twilight Zone, anything with a dummy is just stupid. It's just stupid, and yet I love every minute.
I know we have a hard drop time. I do have because it's almost your birthday.
That's right.
I do have a present for you, but I don't want to. We can give it at any time.
No, let's do it now.
Want to do it now?
We'll go to the slides.
We can. Where's that cake and birthday music that we had queued up? Oh, for God's sakes! All right,
Mike.
So this is the happy early 60th birthday present. I put it in a special bag for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it came in. It came in the mail.
All right. Oh man, I wanted to get that clip. Can you see it all, the babies? This means a lot, because in the middle there,
I believe
is John. Oh no, there he is.
The second one, yeah.
No, I think this is him. That's John Waite, and you might remember him because he would sing, "Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath." Does he not?
He does.
What's so funny?
Because you're about to go into the Sting song. That's because you always do. You always end up going.
Oh, did I do that this time too?
You're about to. Oh. But anyway,
right, you're right. So every breath you take.
Can you explain to them the John Waite reference?
So I was going to get that clip, but Mike didn't have that clip. So years ago, and I've told this on my podcast before, John Waite was a superstar with that one song.
So he did the.
I'm trying to think of the chorus,
but he was.
I ain't missing you. That's what it was. I ain't missing you at all, missing you.
But he was big with the babies.
Since you've been
solo.
Gone. Right. Then he went solo, and then he was in Bad English. But so, Catalina says she loves that song. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous says, I feel like that's a perfect for Dave because he's such a baby. Listen, you. Listen. So anyway, when we were doing that show, I would always try and get the people that were singing at the college or performing at the college to come on the show. In fact, I told this today, the podcast that opens, that my Just Gal in the City that's open today, I told the John Cafferty story because I was supposed to see him last week and something went wrong. So we had John Waite on, and John Viddy and I, we had John Waite sitting on a couch, and John and I just go like, "Oh, Dave, I got to talk to you." So I'm like, "John, I got to whatever." And we were just talking, and I go, and then you'd leave. I got to get going, and then I'd say, "John Waite," and then John Waite would look up from the paper and just be like, "What?" And then you kept doing baby songs and stuff that I didn't even know. Because wait, wasn't there a baby song that sounds like Every Time I Think of You?
Well, that's Missing You.
Oh, but no, I thought there was also a baby song. You were mentioning baby songs I didn't even know. And it was awesome. And he got it. Like he was like, he's like, oh wait, I see what's happening. And it was like John Waite. And he's like, yeah. And he was and then we'd be like, who the fuck is this guy? What's going on here?
I told that story to my family for, I believe, the first time the other day when the shirt came. I had to explain the whole backstory.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. Yeah. We just lost 14 viewers.
That's my family going, yeah, we've heard this.
Anonymous says it's the ultimate breakup song. I just saw John Waite at PNC Bank Center with Styx and Foreigner a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I would like to see him. He was really nice. He signed my album, which was really cool. I still have it. That first one with Change on it, which is such a great song. And actually, he has another song, which again I've played on my podcast, which is And no matter where you go, I'm with you every step of the way. That was the follow-up album, and it's not the greatest song, but there was something to it. But thank you. That's a really, really great shirt and a good color for me too. It's not, I don't want it to be bright. We'll see if my belly can fit in that. But
It's not too bright, just like Dave.
yeah.
Oh, someone's still warming up
There
their
he is.
set. I believe they're.
All right, let's go to the slides, Mike. Are you ready?
We are ready for the slides.
We are ready. We muted? I'm kidding.
I forgot that you were in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's right.
You were very good.
Jay Santiago just said Jonathan Cain was in the Babies too.
Yeah.
So that's I didn't know that. And of course, he went to Journey, and
Was he
then
also-
they were in Bad English
Yeah.
together. So I was always wondering what the connection was. Thank you, Jay. So we opened today with Biden and I guess that prisoner. What's his name? Gershkowitz. I guess that's his family or something. They got him out of Russia. And I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, the president doesn't have a better phone system. They really got to crowd in there and this is fucking embarrassing. And I hope no other countries have seen this. And quite frankly, that is not a very handsome family. Anyway, continue, Mike. So this is Evan Gershkovich, and he's from the Wall Street Journal, I think. Are you ever nervous you're going to be stuck in Russia and you're not going to be able to get out?
I've been in sports for 40 years. I get paid to watch football, so it's fantastic.
Oh, you don't know what it's going to be like in
Nope.
Russia?
Nope.
You have any
Nope.
plans to go there?
Nope.
Because
Nope.
I'm going to make a recommendation.
Sure.
I wouldn't go.
Oh, now you
I
tell
don't
me. All right, fine.
But I will tell you that if you were in jail, I would try like one time to get you out.
Would
and
you
then
bake me something?
No, I
Oh,
would
for
just
God's
like
sakes.
I'd make one call on your behalf and see like maybe my cousin who owns the Devils or something. I'd be like, hey, can you do something? My friend's in Russian prison. Is there anything you can do? That's all. That's
And
all.
you know
I
what he's
got.
going to say?
That's all I
Have
got.
you baked him anything with a file in it?
No, he
Yeah,
wouldn't say that.
That's what everybody's saying.
What's the next one, Mike? I'm gonna breeze through here. This is Kamala in Atlanta, which I don't know why that's funny. I know she's black, but for some reason it's her with all the black.
Now, why did you pick this picture of all pictures? Is it because the kid in the front with the bunny and the?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just take whatever is given that might be interesting. We always start with a little political stuff. So if you go to the next one. Oh yeah, this is her name is Rachel Scott. I think she's with ABC. She's interviewing Trump, and Trump says something like, well, remember when Kamala turned black all of a sudden? And then she's like, do I really got to do this? I mean, that is a shitty fucking job.
Of all the insane things that have happened in the last 8-10 years, just historic things, him going to the NABJ conference, it's black professional journalists. He was invited. He said yes. What was he thinking he was going to do?
I don't think he knew what it was, because when you just said it, I didn't know what it was. So I have the same mentality as him. And this is a fact. And anybody in this the chat room can tell you that's true. So if somebody told me, would you go? I'll just say yes to anything.
Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
He really is kind of dumb, which is why they should just elect me. It's the same thing, but
It's not
I'll
too
let
late.
women do whatever they want. You don't have to. I'm not going to stop abortions. That's pretty much it.
Oh, wait,
And
so that's your party line?
That's
Wait.
what and I may let black people vote.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he's a real Kodos.
I like her outfit too, Anonymous, actually. Oh, Patricia Delaney just said John Weber. How do you know him? But we were talking about John Weber, yes.
Yeah.
How'd she know that? Who is that? What is the next picture, Mike? I don't get to the fun stuff. Oh, you know what those are?
I'm going to say birds, Dave. Dave, I'm going to go with birds.
No. Mike, you know what they are, right?
The flamingos.
No. You know
didn't
what
buzz
they are.
in, Mike.
Mike, you know what they are.
They're flamingos.
No, what's the next one?
Oh, they're not flamingos. Oh, they're
The pelicans. Fly to the pelicans.
Look at all those chickens.
We do that. We have some favorites that we just do all the time. Okay, what's the next one, please? Fly little pelican. This is the Olympics. That was the opening ceremony.
Wow.
That was, I got to say, that was the best opening ceremony I've ever seen. And I can't sit through a lot of them, but it was spectacular.
You liked the river, liked the boats, liked all that?
I did. I
Yeah.
thought. I mean, I was sorry it was raining, but it still kind of was interesting. They really. I mean, they're usually in an auditorium and they're dull.
Yeah.
And everybody was so to mix it up.
Yeah.
Was necessary. I'm telling you that I know they're having it in LA, but it's got to pale in comparison, because if you go to the next photo, where the fuck are they going to do this?
Right.
This is incredible. Now, I can't stand beach volleyball, only mostly because it's on all the time. That's all they ever show. And I get if you're showing hot girls doing it, but I don't want to see the guys. And quite frankly, I can only watch the girls for a little bit of time because they're too serious. And, I don't like anyway. It's just stupid. What's the next one?
Well, one thing you don't know about this, though, Dave, this was the early round. So this was actually shot in Orlando. And this is the Orlando Eiffel Tower
This is
experience.
in,
This is- when
Epcot Center.
Yeah, Epcot. And then when they get higher, then they go to Paris.
Yeah, wait, what's the next one? Because it's the same thing. That's why I was saying move on. Yeah,
Wow.
same thing.
Fantastic.
But a great shot at nighttime. I mean, really terrific. And if you look at the next one, I believe is like what are they going to do there?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that it? Is that where the fucking
Mountain
beach volleyball is going to be?
Mountain biking or speed skiing.
LA's got nothing. They got nothing. It's like the worst. That they're gonna. France is going to show them up. I don't know whether you heard, but what's going to happen is it's already happened. He already made the video. Is Tom Cruise for real? You know how France will pass it off to LA, and that's the next 4 years. So they've already filmed the video where Tom Cruise is doing some sort of stunt. He's going to land on the Hollywood sign.
Nice.
I mean, that is nice, but that's all they got.
Huh.
The fucking Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, don't forget all the drifters, all the
homeless people.
all the homeless junkies.
That would be great.
That's gonna
if
be a great
They're
parade.
going to hold the tower.
they can do all the equestrian events at Spawn Ranch while the Manson family hung out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that would be.
I only think about the parts in Cliff Booth and when they go to that ranch, like because when I had a flat tire from the Colt. Remember I told you I ate at that place, which was a Colt.
Yeah,
I got a flat tire when I came out of there, and I'm like, "Did you do this?" And I say my car, but it was, and I really it was so weird that I came out of that place and I had a flat tire just like in the movie.
And you beat up somebody too, right?
No, that happened on Sunday, right, Mike? I almost got into a fight. Mike and I were at. Well, we'll talk about it later. All right, what's the next one, please? Oh yeah, I'm waiting. When's breakdancing? That's this Friday, right?
Coming up, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Breaking.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, this guy floating in the air with a surfboard. If you go to the next picture,
This is genius.
it's very reminiscent to the Silver Surfer. I thought. I mean, that guy is just. Where is he floating from? It's just weird. Anyway, what's the next one?
I like how I'm upset the Silver Surfer was not allowed to compete.
Me too. Now look at this
That's
girl.
because he doesn't support Ukraine.
This is a swimmer from the Congo, and her goggles fell off. I mean, that should never happen.
Of all the pictures,
Well, she looks like an idiot.
well,
Like, I mean, from the Congo, you obviously don't have a lot of money, but somebody should spring for a pair of decent goggles. So I was always wondering why you see when they take it off, it's so tight that they have all those rings. That's why Katie Ledecky looked okay today with the Muppets. She's like finally out of the pool, and she's like, she's not bad looking. But then you look at her, and you're like, I don't know. Anyway, go on. I just want to see hot girls. Everybody knows that. Here's that stupid cycling, but still,
why do we not like cycling?
because it's stupid,
okay, that's-
and they wear stupid clothing, and it's just dumb, and it goes on forever. And I could do
speed
that.
Cycling was cool when they had like those sideways tracks.
Which one was?
Back when they had that, maybe they still do, but it's like the indoor speed cycling.
Oh, I'd never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Indoor.
Yeah.
How do you know about it?
It's like
I'm
roller
kidding.
derby.
You're the sports guy.
Not that
That's a great shot to start there. I'm telling you, how are they going to fix this in LA? It's
Well, they
never
were just
gonna-
here though doing this.
What?
The Tour de France just ended.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah.
in general with the Eiffel Tower, it's
Yeah.
such a beautiful, and the way they're putting this
in the
together.
Louvre and the Tuileries.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
it's just cool the way they're putting it together. London has these kind of things too, but LA has nothing. What are they going to just hang around the Capitol Records building? Ugh.
Yeah, they're gonna go by Burt Reynolds' old house.
Oh,
Well,
see now
See,
now you have our attention,
Yeah.
Mike, because we're older and we would like that. What's the next picture, please? Oh yeah, these are a bunch of jerk offs that just finished the triathlon, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sleepy." What a bunch of assholes! But if you go to the next
Wait a
one,
minute, so you hate triathlon too?
look at these guys, bunch of losers. They can't go 2 more seconds without fainting. I hope they lost, because look at this next guy. This guy, at least, I mean, this is so stupid. This guy's doing it for fencing. He's an Egyptian, he won the gold. He's not tired. He's excited because he won fencing. What an asshole. How do you feel about that sport? Oh, no, he just won the bronze. I'm sorry. He just won the bronze. If you go to this next one, look at this guy.
I think fencing is actually one of the more underrated ones. Like they don't.
Yeah, but they never
enough.
show it.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
If you go to the next one, this guy's interesting.
Mhm.
His name is Teddy Reiner. He's won 4 judo golds, I think, in a row. Judo.
Yeah, judo's fantastic.
I never heard of him, but apparently he was in the opening ceremony because he's huge. I mean, why don't they show some of this shit on NBC?
Because we don't win it.
I guess because
because
Americans
everybody watches swimming and track and gymnastics.
I know, but
Yeah.
That's why the NBC.
can't you just show this for 10 minutes? I mean, I've been looking online at the Peacock thing so I can go, but I have commercial. I'm trying to fast forward, and it's just it's horrible to watch.
Yeah.
What's the next one, Mike? Please. Hey, here's another asshole.
He's like that surfer guy.
No, he's a fucking trampoline. He won the trampoline competition. Are you fucking kidding me? You sissy. I don't know if I could be that excited. I think if I won the gold, I'd be like, yeah, I know, but in trampoline,
Yeah,
it's
but
embarrassing.
Now, who dresses the coaches, by the way? Can we talk about that?
I don't know. Obviously, somebody who doesn't get it.
Oh, she's that color because she's, I think, from Belarus, one of the other countries.
Now he's defending.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, the teal is for the countries that are neutral.
Oh, right, because they're
They're
Belarus.
for
they can't-
athletes
they're not-
that are neutral.
Wait, is Russia in these Olympics?
No, but if you're a country that supports Russia, you're not allowed to compete. But some of the
I didn't know that. So wait a
athletes
second.
can if
So-
they're individual.
So there's a bunch of kind of countries inside Russia that are competing on their.
Well, not
competing on their-
inside Russia. There's athletes in countries like Belarus, I think Chechnya, and Russia itself.
But so what happened with Russia? Did they decline, or did we?
They're not allowed.
They're not allowed, and it's because of the Ukraine thing.
Yes.
How do I not even know about that? That's incredible that the whole world got together and said, "Go fuck yourself." I like that. Well, how does he must be pissed. Putin?
I don't think he cares.
For me, I would have
I think he's having his own Olympics.
I would have
Yeah.
stopped and been like, "Oh, that's not fair." What a dick.
But we
Anonymous says Mike knows everything. Yeah, well, a week late saying badminton, table tennis get intense. Well, I think the next one is that.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
two were awesome.
Oh,
they used to show table tennis because it was so fast. Now no one.
Well, what's the
cares
next? Oh, that's that idiot Katie Ledecky. You can pass that one. I'm sick of her shit.
my problem with the
Oh,
swimming,
this is a guy that had to go in, and he's a lifeguard, and he fell into the pool. And they're all laughing at him.
Where's his floaty? He's not prepared.
Well, he had to pick up somebody's cap that fell in. They're all laughing at him, you see.
Ah.
The next one, please.
Oh, real quick, she's answering your question.
Oh, it's like Dave in the Towel. Oh, shut up.
Oh, I
No,
know.
no, no.
Wait,
Leslie.
oh, what's it? Oh, my sister was in a comedy group with John Winter's Life.
I
in
know,
Boston in the
Leslie.
80s. Wow. Yeah, but that's not who's saying it. It's this girl.
I know, but
Patricia.
I feel like I must know Patricia
Oh, because you live in Boston.
because I know John and Leslie. I believe I actually introduced John and Leslie.
No, you didn't.
I believe I did.
Shut up.
I'm going to take credit for that one.
You know what?
I
Now,
happen to have John Weber right here.
Now, John Viddy,
Yes.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What the fuck kind of sport is skiff? How do these idiots
Skiff?
fucking get a medal?
You got me on this one. Is it a sailing type of thing?
I don't know.
Like a windsurfing?
I have no idea.
Let's ask our expert, Mike. Oh, Mike.
I've never heard of skiff, but I didn't know that everyone got their own giant Toblerones this year.
Yeah, right. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
That's
No, I've never heard of skiff.
me neither. But apparently, you can win a bunch of medals if you do it.
I'm very excited about just
Do you
knowing
have
that the 720 show at the Comedy Cellar is going to hear Mike just talking Olympics. There'll be no jokes. It'll be just like talking skiff and speed racing and mountain biking.
Yeah, the next one I think is the. These fucking idiots play badminton, and he proposed to his teammate.
Is that the old girlfriend behind him?
But that's what I thought. Wouldn't that be the funniest thing? Check this out, jerk off. That's what it totally looks like. That the old girlfriend's behind him, right, Mike?
He is so mad.
I can't believe you're doing this. You are not right to do.
Wait, what is happening there for real? What's the other lady doing?
He's proposing.
Yeah, but who's the other lady in the video?
We don't know.
That's obviously the old
that's what
girlfriend.
John is saying it's his old girlfriend, and he's making her watch.
You wouldn't propose to me, but for her.
Yeah, how about this?
And then his family's very excited. That's the left screen.
Well, at least she said yes, because that's across the world. It's not like just being at the Knicks game where you're going to be made fun of in New York for years. But I'll think about it. What's the next one, please, Mike?
She also got a Toblerone too.
Okay. Hot or not?
The sport or this particular
particular picture? It's rugby, but is this sexy? Because for me, it's sexy.
Really?
Kind of. I don't know why.
But I can imagine going over there as a skiff athlete. There's thousands of as in shape and beautiful people of all sizes, shapes, and colors, genders. It would be.
Look, do you find this attractive or not? I don't know what the hell your problem is. What's the matter with you? You're not a man anymore? Now you're a teacher?
This one, no. This one,
what about this next one? What about this next one?
Is there a picture of Weber?
No.
Love the hair. I had hair like that back in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, we all did. All right, let's go to the next one, please.
Have me come back when
here's Snoop Dogg at the dressage. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Snoop Dogg has been the star of the Olympics.
Now, are you saying that in a good way or a bad way? Have you seen enough Snoop Dogg, or do you want more?
I want more.
Okay.
I love him. I think he's brilliant. I think everything he's done since the Martha Stewart stuff has been brilliant. I got to work with him as like people for a little bit. They're all really nice. So there is a dressage. We go to the next one. I mean, this guy has taken over the games, and it's the perfect guy. There is at the volleyball.
Yep.
He's so into it, and I'm buying it. That he's really having a good time, and he's doing his job, and he does interviews. And
are you into Flavor Flav helping the water polo team?
That I don't care. No, I think that's funny too.
It was the women's water polo team.
Andrew says Snoop has never said no to anything ever. That's true.
Genius.
What's the next one? I think it's him again. Oh yeah, that's the next one is him carrying the goddamn torch. But why not?
That's a skiff team right behind him.
It's so funny when he doesn't have the thing on. He looks like an old man. I keep forgetting he's probably around our age.
He is a grandfather.
Oh, he is?
Oh, yeah.
What is the next one? Oh, yeah, there's Tom Cruise. Who would you rather meet? Tom Cruise or Snoop Dogg?
Okay, we're talking just meeting?
Well, at the Olympics. If you're at the Olympics, you can only choose one. It's a toss-up for me, I got to say. And this guy's older than you and me, and he looks incredible.
I'd rather have dinner with Snoop Dogg. If that is.
Yes. Yeah.
But the selfie, I think.
But I don't know. I might actually want to have dinner with Tom Cruise. I think get some information.
What's he going to talk about?
If he's gay or not, I need to know.
No, he's just going to.
No, I have a lot of questions, Mike.
Now, question your thetans.
In Cocktail, did you really do it with Elizabeth Shue, or I got a lot of questions. Now,
right, but he won't answer any of them. Snoop Dogg would.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe if I can get him alone.
Nah, he's not going to answer shit.
You don't know that. No, you're probably right. But look how physically fit he is. What is he, 62?
He was born, I believe, in 1945. So that's 74.
Well, I don't, this photo makes me want to join Scientology. But then I see John Travolta there as well. And I say, no, forget it.
They kept cutting to John Travolta. It was like, They wheeled him in from he was doing Sunrise at Campobello somewhere, and he had no idea what was.
Move on, Mike. Let's get to the fun here. Now this is called dinghies taking off sailing. Now, John Viddy, I ask you, when I say the word dinghy, what comes to mind?
Not sailing.
No, come on, think about it.
Dinghy?
Yeah,
I would say
when I say, "Hey, dinghy."
I would say Joanne Worley.
No, go to the next one, Mike. No, you missed it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See, I never watched Dallas.
But everybody knows. Well, go to the next picture, Mike. When all of a sudden you're not a Vic Tayback fan?
Oh, who isn't a Vic Tayback fan? But that's besides the.
You go to the next one. All right, how about this? I don't care if you watch Dallas. Everybody knows. So let me ask you this then. watch Alice. Who doesn't watch Alice? We did a TV show for 4 years. You never watch Alice? Now,
Yeah.
now the woman in the pink,
Polly Holiday.
what does she say?
I don't know.
What's her line? Oh,
I
get
don't
the
know.
fuck
I know.
out.
Mike?
Just my grits.
That's right.
Oh,
Go to the
thank you.
next one, Mike.
Well, where was
Jesus
Dingy
Christ,
from?
Are you fucking kidding me? You don't know Kiss My
I
Grits?
do now.
Jesus.
Where did Dingy come
Mike.
from then?
Right?
What?
This guy? Can you believe it? Forget it. I can't believe I have to explain this to you. This game stinks now.
Marcy knew it too.
What, Marcy got it too?
Yeah.
Of course, everybody got it.
Yeah.
What's the next one? All right, now we're going to play a game, catchphrases. This guy, what does he say? What is he known for? Don't fuck this up.
Who loves you, baby?
That's
Yeah.
right. Next one, Mike. There it is. Who loves you, baby?
All right.
You were starting to make me extremely
Well, I didn't know we were
nervous.
switching games. I thought we were still doing Olympics. So I was all right, fine. But I still never watched Alice.
No, but it is an event next to them.
All right, so my turn again, since I have control of the board.
It's all about you.
Dynamite. Yeah. I'd put in the hyphen.
That's
too.
an easy one.
All right.
All right. How about this one? It's a little bit tougher.
So it was the whole thing was always Emily the Teller was Mr. Richard Thader from Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Right. Keep going.
And Incy Beatsy Wits a little bit of, but I don't remember what the catchphrase.
No, that's
I don't remember.
Rosanna Dan, I think.
Yeah, so I don't remember what the
In fact,
catchphrase. I'm gonna pass on. it.
Anybody
it's
know?
one word.
It's what?
It's a compound word.
It's a compound word. He's right. Anybody in the
go.
chat room know? All right. Well, Andrew got it.
Well, see, you also get, Andrew, for getting it right, you get a baby shirt as well.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind. Thank you.
I said it was
Okay.
tougher. I said it was tough. That's all right.
Okay.
I had to make some of them tough. Okay. Well, now you played this character in the Nothing Special in our TV show at
Yes.
school. Now, what's his catchphrase? Anybody in the chat room can chime in, since he's clearly stumped.
No, I'm clearly
He's
stumped.
Mike, do you know?
I don't know.
It's all right. It's not your fault. Oh, who got it? A week late got it. He was close. Go to the next picture. You see? Hey.
Oh, I wish I got that shirt. That's a shirt.
How could you not know that? You played that character.
I took my own. No, I took it in a different
Now,
direction.
if you don't get this one, I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out of the studio.
Hey,
Wait, is it really hey or is it a?
it's a.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Mike, what do you think about that?
I mean, it is a, but he knew what
It's
he was
close
saying.
enough.
He knew what
It's
he was
close
saying.
enough. You were close. There's no H in it.
Thank you.
Everybody knows that. Remember that kid? My friend Blaine used to do that. Joe, he used to do all the letters. He goes A, and then he'd be B, and then he would just do all the opposite until he got to Z, and he goes, "See you later." You don't remember him? What about this one? Come on, John Viddy.
Wow.
Welcome back, Cotter. John Travolta had a very, very famous tagline. So is that why you never let your kids watch TV? Because you didn't get to watch TV?
No, I watched a lot of TV. I can't believe I'm just failing so miserably on
You're
this game.
blanking.
Yeah, I'm so blanking.
Anonymous just said, Blaine, that's not a name. It's a household appliance. That's from Pretty in Pink. I'll give somebody in the chat room a chance. Where are we now? So we got 10 minutes, so we're good.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was whoever said Mr. Carter. I believe that was Jefferson or Washington.
Okay, Mike, you can go to the next one.
What was the answer?
Well, it just comes
Okay.
up in the next
I
one.
want to see.
You forgot up your nose with a rubber hose?
I did. I thought that was kind of a whole group thing. I didn't know that was his. But okay.
No, it's his.
All right, fine,
Just like Bob, Barino. Any of those.
Now,
answers.
do you know
Now,
anybody?
that is the notebooks I used to have in school.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, they had the notebooks with everybody saying. So you have Epstein, you have signed Epstein's mother, classic, right? Barbarino, Bob Barbarino. Cotter, that was horrible. What did I ever tell you about my Uncle Max Cotter? That could be anything. And then Horshack, of course. Ooh. Now, who's missing?
Well,
Don't go to the next one yet, Mike.
Well, Mrs. Carter.
No. Nobody cares about Mrs. Cotter.
He already said it.
I did?
No, he did. John did.
He did?
Yes.
I don't. Wait, he said who was missing, or
Yeah. Well, he already said the character.
you did? I don't remember. Does anybody else know?
Also, their face is on the group shot. So.
Oh, good point. Who's missing?
Washington.
Yeah, what does he say? Because that's the notebook I had. That was the one I had. Which is odd for a white guy to have a black guy in his notebook cover in 1975, but I was okay with it. And it seemed like everybody else was too.
So he would
I didn't
go,
get beaten up for that.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
Yes, that's true. But he had a phrase.
Yeah.
Mike, you know the next one? Hi there.
Oh.
That was the book I had. That spiral notebook. If you go to the next one, that's right. The principal could have been there too, Marcy. You're right. Kata! Now that is my statue of Horshack, the action figure. And if you go to the next one, Mike's going to get upset. It's the naked Horshack. last week he got very upset by this. Very upset. Naked Horshack. Now here's the best part about Ron Palillo.
Well, this is a 30-year-old man, so it's okay.
Oh, so you got a problem with little kid penis?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, Mike, you've changed. I bet none of those guys got a dime for being on those notebooks. You are so right, Andrew. You are probably so right. Now, I don't know whether you know about this, but this was the funniest thing I ever saw back in
Real quick. This is the most out of context sentence ever.
Oh, it was a naked child. Right. If that's out of context. In Mike's defense. So here is Ron Palillo in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Yeah, when they do this. This is the stupidest beginning to a horror movie ever.
Agreed. Now, me and Lawrence Lerman are sitting in the movie theater watching. We're laughing already because we're like, how the fuck did this guy get in any movie? And then they're digging up Jason's grave for God knows what reason. And then the next...
They're trying to make sure he's dead.
Oh, is that what it was?
Or something like that. And then all they do is bring him back to life like idiots.
Right. So if you go to the next one, Ron Palillo instantly, he's the first person to get killed in Friday the 13th, Part 6, which, by the way, is the pre-credit sequence.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even make it post-credits.
And then he went right to the bank.
What bank? He probably got paid $100 for this. He was grateful to do it. He would have done it for free, just like I would have.
He got paid with a ride home and a sandwich.
Oh, I can't believe I saw this in the goddamn movie theater. I try and teach this in class, but they do not understand the significance for Ron Palillo getting killed before the opening credits. Meanwhile, the funny thing...
Unironically. Just...
Right.
Yeah.
The best part
Tommy
about...
was a moron. Tommy was the world's worst protagonist in any horror movie.
Who was?
Tommy, the guy on the right.
Is that the guy from who was in Melrose Place?
How did you know his name?
Because he was played by Corey Feldman when he first appeared as a child.
Oh, he was a regular... Okay, I didn't
reappearing.
realize that was even Tommy.
Yeah.
I thought there were two characters. Why did they cast Ron Palillo?
Name.
What name?
Box office pull, of
Like
course.
20 years after Welcome Back, Kotter. Or 10. I mean, ooh. Like, why did they just let him do his thing? You know, why not do that?
Yeah, when he died, that's what he should have said.
The opening right, exactly. The opening credits.
Ow.
The opening credits have him do the James Bond walk with the and then he slashes the film.
Yeah.
So they kind of got it, but that never should have happened. And what is the next one? I think it's probably the last. Oh yeah, this is. If you don't know this one again,
What you talking about, Dave Juskow?
That's right.
Because it's your birthday.
Go to the next one. There it is. All right.
Did you
if
have?
you weren't going to be able to get that,
Did you have your notebook too?
no, but I was obsessed with him. I loved that show, and I thought he was a genius.
Wait a minute. You don't have any.
Ron puts asses in the seats. That's what Andrew says. You know what? You're absolutely right.
You don't have any Gary Coleman naked dolls.
No, I do. I'm just not going to share them with you. Well, folks, that is our show for this week. We got to wrap up today because Mike's got to go, but I got to hook you up with the rest of the stuff that we got to talk about. Now, first we'll start. Mike will be at the Comedy Cellar at the Lounge in 10 minutes. Mike, where are you performing this weekend or the next week?
I'll be nowhere this weekend. Next weekend, I'll be at the Black Rabbit in Austin.
He'll be back in Austin, which means in 2 weeks when we come back, we will be remote, hopefully with our remote friend Molly Heckerling. Monday, I will be opening for Questlove at the Blue Note right across the street from here, the Comedy Cellar. It's a 10:30 show. And I don't know how that's going to work out. But as you know, Tuesday, I will be here at the Comedy Cellar for my birthday show. Please get tickets. Or if you are a Patreon subscriber on me, let me know on Patreon and I'll put your name on
Dave,
the
who else is opening for you that night? Can you go through the list of people who are opening for you that night on your show?
Nobody's opening for me. I'm the opener.
Who else will be
Anyway,
there?
What?
Forget it.
Was it a gag?
No, I was going to ask who else.
Ron Palillo?
No, who else is going to be on the show with you next Tuesday? Who?
Oh, I already said that.
All right,
it doesn't matter.
All right.
Was there a gag in what you were
no
saying?
Gag. I'm trying to
now what do you headliners in education? What could people do to? Is it a charity? So can they give money?
We are the latest thing we have going is we have we're going to try to present at South by Southwest, and for the next 2 weeks, people can vote for our proposal, and that will help us get to South by Southwest in March and present there.
Where do you vote for that?
At the South by Southwest website. Search my name, and
John Viddy
for free, 30 seconds, boom.
South by South website, and if you vote for him, it gets them to where they need to be to keep headliners in education going, let alone he's also going to be teaching this semester, and he is at the Boston Globe. So if you have sports questions or any question about the Boston Globe or the movie Spotlight, please contact John Viddy on Instagram or Twitter or X, whatever they call it now. Other than that, I think that's all we had to bring you today. Obviously, we'll be off next week or whatever Mike again decides to do. And we'll see you in 2 weeks remotely. And then we're off again. And then we'll come back blasted on September 2nd. I think it's the 2nd. John Viddy's birthday. Yeah. How about that? But hey, great time today, everybody. Great chat room. And thank you so much for joining us as always. It's so much fun doing this with you every week. And we'll see you next week on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show or in 2 weeks. Good night.